Hi everyone, this is Sandy Ellis Haas bringing you love and light in the morning, or love and light at night, or love and light all day long. And this is an introduction to my YouTube channel, Sandy's Healthy Inspirations. So why did I come up with that name? Well, it came to me in a vision, like a flash of light, all fully formed. And I knew I was dedicated to inspire women of all ages to give themselves a little more love and thrive. And I knew my catchphrase was going to be thrive on, girls, thrive on. And I knew I'd be hula hooping quite a bit. It just was what came to me. So when I started I started hula hooping and talking about different things. And one of the things I love to talk about is giving yourself love. One of the things I'd like to talk about is actually treating your body with respect and love by giving it natural face masks and natural ingredients that will make it help thrive. So it's called You Are What You Eat. So when I say you are what you eat, it's not just about eating. It's also about things that you do to make yourself healthy. And the Cocoa Dream Hydrating Mask and Sandy's powered by Miracorn almond milk and honey face mask. Those are in there, and that's where I started. And I love hula hooping and I love yoga, and I discovered I could do both at the same time. So it's not surprising to me that when I was visiting my little sister, I actually created a section called Hula Hooping Yoga with Sandy. And it's an area that's very precious to me because I use it to teach how you can do it with me, how you can do hula hooping and yoga at the same time. And I've recently began to take my poetry that I made in Creation Speaks from Rainbows and Roller Coasters and actually perform them and get you to do them with me while we're doing the yoga. So that's yoga, hula hooping with Sandy, also very precious. And then there's also my Hello Kitty, because I love Hello Kitty. I got my Hello Kitty cooking. Well, first came Hello Kitty food safety, and that was more serious. And I had a Hello Kitty apron, and I talked about food safety. So there was a whole section, a whole playlist, just about more serious about food safety that will tell you how to treat your food the right way. And then there's another section called Hello Kitty Cooking, which is just fun, silly, and ridiculous, where I teach you how to sing happy birthday in sign language. I make you laugh about the Cocoa Dream Hydrating Mask. I show you how I put on my fantastic makeup. I do a lot of fun and crazy things in Hello Kitty Cooking, which you're all invited to come over and see too. So that's another playlist that's sitting there. And then I got a little bold, and I actually made my cycle of yoga, and I wanted to share that with everyone because that's something that's precious to me that a friend named Fern gave me. And I went for a 1-hour session with her, and she's a yoga instructor who had a hip replacement, who's a neighbor of my sister Sue, the sewing angel, my older sister Sue, the sewing angel, who taught me to sew. But when I visited her, she gave me some pages, and I call that my cycle of yoga. It includes the sun salutation, the moon salutation, morning glory vinyasa, the series of the warriors, and some wall work. And I've shared those on Instagram, and I have them on my YouTube channel separately, so you can see exactly what I do, and you can do it with me. And then I went one step beyond that, because I've been doing silver sneakers yoga, and I know other parts of yoga that I've done, and I share yoga with you also. So if you want to do yoga with me, you can do yoga with me. If you want to do yoga hula hooping, you can do that too. If you want to just do the cycle of yoga and enjoy that, it's right there. So you can do all those things with me. So that, again, is just a little part of Sandy's Healthy Inspirations, because I want to inspire you to do good things. I have another tree section called Christmas Tree Stories, which is just different things about why my Christmas tree is special and the special things on my tree for me, because it's more of a heart tree than a Christmas tree. And I tell you why and how that tree came to be. Then there's another section that is about affirmations, because I believe speaking positive things about yourself. I talk about my mantra. I talk about being a good girl, a lovely lady, a wonderful woman, a pretty princess, and how Moana inspired me to do these things when I saw it the first time. So I have another section called Bears and Barbies because, well, I love bears and I love Barbies, and I have stories about them and how I got them and how they've affected me and how they're precious to me, and I share them with you. And of course, there's my 2 books that I wrote, because I did write 2 books. One is called Rainbows and Roller Coasters, and the other one is called Creation Speaks, and they were published more than 20 years ago. And my little sister, Cindy, she illustrated both of them. And on the playlist for Creation Speaks, I get on a hula hoop, and I read the whole book, changing hoops and hats throughout the whole thing. I read the whole book to you. And then the other book, Rainbows and Roller Coasters, I sit down and I share each poem and why it's special and how it's special. And sometimes I even add finger magic to make it special. And some of these poems, my little sister gets together with me and she reads them, or we read them together and we interview each other. And now when I'm doing my hula hooping yoga that I have these poems in, I naturally add those to the playlist for Rainbows and Roller Coasters, because the poems that are in here are also in my hula hooping yoga. So Thrive On is one of my favorite songs that comes out of Rainbows and Roller Coasters. And I love that song. It is just so powerful and so life-affirming. And I want it to be everyone's song. And I'd love everyone to sing it. But the most important things, the two most important things I want everyone to do is learn how to sing Happy Birthday in sign language. And for that, just remember, Hello Kitty cooking, birthday cake. Hello Kitty cooking, birthday cake, over on the Hello Kitty section. And the other thing I want you to do is listen to Sandy's ghost story. Because if you're going to come over and spend time with me, you need to know who I am and why I'm here and how I got to be here. And the best way to do that is to listen to Sandy's ghost story. Either the very first one, where I've got the Cocoa Dream hydrating mask on my face while I'm hula hooping, which makes some people dizzy, or the one I just made where I'm sitting down all dressed up, ready for New Year's Eve, and I'm sharing my story with you a little more detailed. But I love them both, and I love you. So if you would like to thrive, come on and enjoy Sandy's Healthy Inspirations. I've got a lot of things here for you to enjoy. Pick your favorite and go for it, girls. Be the best you. Find your favorite exercise. Find your favorite joy and enjoy. Be your best you and thrive on, girls. Thrive on. And have a happy New Year's. Or as I like to say, may sweet water and light laughter fill your days. Bye, everyone.